All right, we on. Boruto 215. Happy Sunday, y'all. Before I even start with my little list, I went back to the old way. That's the only way I really could pull off this episode review, reaction, whatever the fuck you call these things. But when I seen them enter that battlefield, it was kind of crazy to see that they're already at this stage. And I remember reading this shit. When we were reading this shit, I think this was around the time when we were getting into the car actuation arc. When the manga was where the anime is currently. But just to begin, I'm going to start with my first point, and this is going to be pretty much how the episode rolled out. There's only 5 points and like 3 main things that I took away from this episode. But to begin with, Jigen in those opening scenes, he looked pretty damn good, bruh. Or not even Jigen, I wrote Jigen, and I forgot the nigga Isshiki now. So Isshiki, he came out looking clean. Yesterday, or not yesterday, but the last week's episode, he low-key looked like something out of a Power Ranger episode or TV series or whatever the fuck. He looked kind of like, in some areas, he looked kind of goofy. Like he looked like he grants wishes type shit. But there were a few still shots of him where he was still semi-trash. But when I paused, when they showed that nigga's abs, the motherfucker was cut the hell up. As far as my second point, and like I said, because I don't know, let me just get this out the way. When it comes to what's been going down currently in the anime, I don't know if it's because I read the shit or if these niggas is low-key dropping the ball on these big impact episodes, because I feel like when it came to the anime exclusive content, it was hyping me up for these moments, but now that we're here, it's not really hitting the same, right? So when we got to the car actuation arc, I'm like, yo, if they're going all out with these like exclusive anime canon episodes, imagine when we get the actual canon. These shit's gonna be, blowing niggas out the water and shit. But I feel like more detail went into those anime canon or anime exclusive episodes themselves. Like, I don't know, bro. It just felt like in this episode, shit was just kind of happening. But on to my second point. So we get that moment where Naruto's yelling at Boruto, like, nah, nigga, you can't fight with us, bruh. And it's interesting to see them in their father state, speaking of Naruto and Shikamaru, because it seems as if, for the most part, when it comes to the adult characters, or at least the characters with children, they're pretty, like, even keel. They're pretty coy. They're pretty just level-headed until it comes to their children. That's when you start seeing Naruto all of a sudden like yelling shit. He's like out of character. Usually he's like, yo man, let's just take it easy, dog, I'm the Hokage. But this nigga yelling at Boruto like, nah bro, you can't fucking fight, you might turn into Momoshiki. And similar to it reminded me of Shikamaru when he was choking out Amado a few episodes ago. Hey nigga, I put a bomb around your neck, around Shikadai's neck, and all that type of shit. And on to 3, my third point. Now, I fucked with this, the Anbu Foundation lore, where they take Kawaki Yamato to the area where the Byakugan won't work. The Byakugan won't be able to see that location, which is pretty interesting that they added more detail to why that is there in the first place, because I remember reading it in the manga. It was just kind of, they never said anything about the foundation or anything like that, so I didn't explain that shit. He was just like, yo, dog, it's just an area where the Byakugan doesn't work. And I think there's a few other like niggas on YouTube who were thinking like this was something that came to the leaf after the fact, like post Kaguya type shit, like just in case we have to fuck with some more aliens and them niggas that got Byakugans and shit, we would have to defend ourselves or have some type of shelter. I wasn't thinking it was like an abandoned foundation or root layer or something like that. What the fuck else? Because like it was just like weird to have, and it seems like it's like a taboo type thing when it came to Naruto, because when it was brought up, he was like, yeah, we're gonna have to use that, because that nigga Danzo, bro, that motherfucker like a paranoid son of a bitch. Because if it's not the fucking Uchiha clan, then it's gonna be the fucking what the fuck, damn, I forgot them niggas last names. Hey, fuck it, bro, we gotta keep it no cuts, bro. Damn, I forgot them niggas' last names. Oh well. Fourth point. Katasuke on the area where Amado was getting taken to. So this was interesting because in the manga, when it comes to the interactions with Amado, it's not like there's not a point where they're on edge with Amado and shit like that. but it's more so it never gets brought up like do they trust him or not. But in this scene, Katasuki kind of brings up because Amato's like, yo, I never would have thought you would take such care of me. You're hiding me in a place such as this. And Katasuki kind of says like, yeah, bro, but it's only because we need your help. It's only because we need that fucking technology and information. Like, yo, don't get shit fucked up. Whereas, like I said in the manga, it's never really heavily implied. I feel like the anime is doing a different type of job where they're pretty much going out the way to show you that there's still a lack of trust between the Leaf Village and Amado, and it's not just coming from Shikamaru. It's more so Katasuki. Eventually, we'll start to see more people express how they feel about Amado. And on to my fifth point, Shikamaru's meeting and the mindset of pretty much the background Leaf Ninja. And at first, when I seen this scene, I was like, who gives a fuck, nigga? Like, shut up, nigga, wipe them fucking eyes, bro. Let's get to the real shit. And also, watching it the third time around, I was kind of reminding myself, like, this is just a setup episode, so I can't really be upset with it or anything like that. It's just, there's more to come. But I noticed something I didn't notice the first few times I watched this episode was the mindset of those just extra leaf ninja, where it's like Shikamaru's basically telling these niggas, dog, a fucking Otsutsuki's gonna come, shit's gonna get fucked up, I don't know what the fuck to do. But before he even gets to that point, it's just like they're all chilling. Like they have like this childlike mindset, similar to what Boruto was before the Kara actuation arcs, before Mujino's death, and him kind of just leaving the village and seeing places that are lawless and shit like that. Like it's almost as if the Leaf Shinobi as a collective have that same type of mindset where they haven't seen real danger. It's really just like the OG characters that know what the fuck can happen, how shit gets fucked up, and anyone else in that age range. Whereas like those Leaf villagers or like those Leaf Shinobi were pretty much like, hey, we all good, bro. We got Shikamaru on the team. He ain't gonna let shit happen to us. We're fucking safe. It's just like they all just was like, fuck it, this is gonna be a walkthrough. And also, if you remember, back when they had that new security system and like there was like two guarding the fucking gates to get into the Leaf Village, and they're like, yo, dog, we just out here kicking it. Like similar to Attack on Titan, when the motherfuckers just drinking beer and shit, like the fucking wall guards, they're like, nigga, we ain't got attacked in 100 years. We kicking it. So you could kind of see that mindset where it's not just the new gen, because niggas love to just say, oh, this new gen of fucking Boruto, all these niggas is soft, bro, they spoiled. And by the way, that shit is outdated, bro. But it's also like adults within the Leaf Village themselves, like grown ass niggas out there with that fucking armor on, just thinking shit is sweet. Now, on to the things that, let me just see if I liked or disliked, because there's like 3 points I was going to come into. So, there's one thing that I noticed, and it came from one of my favorite moments that were in the manga, and that's the moment where Sasuke pretty much throws his sword, and it ends up being a fucking jutsu where Boruto pops out, and it's Boruto, and he's going to take these niggas to another dimension. I feel like the action format of Boruto should go back to like the Naruto way, where they just had shit happening and it was very quick, and then they explained it after the fact. But it seems like Boruto does this thing where they do the action simultaneous with the explanation, and it kind of just slows down the pace of the action itself. So it's not as impressive. It doesn't really wow you like that. Whereas in Naruto, they would do the fucking action. You'd be like, yo, what the fuck? How the fuck that shit happened? Dog, this shit fake. And then they explain it, and you're like, oh, you know what? Yo, that makes sense, my nigga. Okay, I feel you, dog. So it's like that. Like, I think they should change that shit up, because it's like the past few episodes, although it's been intense and shit, it's just been a lot of fucking dialogue. And that's cool when it's in the manga, because, you have to read the shit, and reading is better than fucking trying to look at niggas throwing hands. But once your shit is in the anime, bruh, like, and I know it's just a setup episode, but still. And another thing, bruh, Mujino's grave. This nigga Konohamaru gonna have to get over this shit, dog. Because I get it, bro. I get it. We had a whole ass arc dedicated to this nigga and the friendship. But come on, bruh. Like, this nigga visits Mujino's grave more than he visits his own fucking grandpa. That's who I thought. At first, I was like, yo, because he just got the fucking announcement. Osusi clan's coming, nigga. All right, dog. Let me go see my grandpa right quick. The third Hokage. Hey, nigga, shout out to you. This motherfucker's at Mujino's grave again. Like, get over that shit, nigga. Defeat the turtle. Like, I'd rather see the fucking turtle than you go back and like, how many times you gonna see this nigga? And the change in Isshiki. Now, I think the anime kind of did this. It's like two birds, one stone type of thing where they censor the anime a little bit, while at the same time adding some OG characters. Shit, we seen fucking Rock Lee. That nigga didn't have no fucking dialogue. But we seen Rock Lee and some niggas, Kiba and all them, 1010. But if you read the manga, there was a scene where Isshiki enters the village and his mindset is never to kill. It's never like on, oh, I'm gonna fuck some niggas up and maybe they'll show me where Kawaki is. He pretty much comes and his main mission is, where's Kawaki? I'm not gonna fight none of these niggas. They're beneath me. Like, there's like a certain arrogance he has. He's like, fuck all these little ass niggas. I'm not fucking with these bitch ass niggas. Take me to where Kawaki is. He meets two like little fodder ninja and they try to attack. That scene is way better than what we've seen with Kiba and all them motherfuckers. And it's like, if you were gonna change the scene to add some like OG characters, at least extend it a bit more. It was just a fucking flash and that was it. Oh, Konohamaru, you time to die. And then here comes Naruto to save him. But in the original scene, it's like these two random ass ninja, they throw shuriken at him. He shrinks it and then he reflects it back at him and they're like fucking bleeding and shit. Like, that was a more intense scene than what we got here. This was like some PG type shit mixed with, oh, here's some flash of the past ass niggas. So that was just a few things. But overall, it's just a setup episode. And this makes me think, do I really want to stop reading the manga by the time we get to the time skip? Because part of me only wants to do it to see if certain things hit. Like, if I see some shit in anime form, I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, because I can't really tell if it's just mixed execution or if it's just that I've read this shit and I'm not really curious about what's going to be happening next when it comes to the anime, right? So that's one thing I do want to figure out. So maybe a few episodes into the time skip, I won't be reading, and then, hey, bro, if I ain't, I'm going back to the manga. Because right now I'm still debating. Hold on, let me get some water. And it was the Hyuga clan. I had to look this shit up. So yeah, Orochi, or not Orochimaru, but and where is Orochimaru? Nigga, where my nigga at? But yeah, that nigga Danzo, bruh, paranoid as fuck. I got plans for the Hyuga clan's coup d'etat and for the Uchiha clans. So we gonna see next week. And hey, yo, but next week's animation, it looked fucking crispy as fuck. Like, I think next week's gonna be some crazy shit. I'm not gonna actually, let me just tone myself down. But next week's animation, that preview, it did look solid. But that's all I got. Happy Sunday, 2:15. I'm ready for the new chapter, bruh. Like, I'm ready for the new chapter, dog. Peace. Almost my anniversary. I was about to say some anniversary type shit, but again, I'm ranting and shit at this point. But peace, take care. Love you niggas. Bye.